Good evening and welcome to News 4 San Antonio at 6. I'm Jonathan Martinez. New at 6 o'clock, you may see some new safety measures as you take your kids back to school this year. It's because a new state law prompted those changes, but we wanted to know just how much of your tax dollars it's going to be costing our local school districts. The News 4 I-Team's Jordan Elder is breaking down how much the requirements could cost.
One of the most recognizable changes from House Bill 3 will be armed officers at every school campus.
Putting an officer at the campus is like the top of the layer for security.
Chief Adolfo Hernandez with Harlandale ISD says they're lucky. They already had the staffing to do this. That's not the case for everyone.
I know there's been a challenge for some of the bigger districts.
Dr. John Kraft, the new Northside ISD superintendent, says he thinks the bill has good intentions.
I think anything that pertains to increasing school safety, particularly in the form of legislation, is welcomed.
But the funding that comes with it is just a drop in the bucket. Each campus in Texas will get $15,000 for its school safety, plus $10 per student.
In order to be able to implement and ensure that we're following the letter of the law as outlined in House Bill 3, we do need additional funding.
Northside ISD will spend about $12.5 million on school safety this year, and that's just operational costs. That's not even to add anything new. They tell me House Bill 3 will cover about a third of that cost. A lot of districts are finding themselves in this same situation where they need to find something to cover all of the rest of this. So where does that money come from? A lot of districts will use their own budget, but the legislature also allocated $1.1 billion to the TEA to turn into grants and then distribute to the districts.
If you get more funding from the state, then the district don't have to put a lot of money of their own personal into providing that safety and security. So.
The TEA tells us the first round of grant funding will be for anything schools need to meet those House Bill 3 requirements. That'll be available in the fall. Then in the early 2024 months, there will be another round of grant funding that will be for anything extra schools want to do to increase their school security above those minimum requirements. For the News 4 I-Team, I'm Jordan Elder.